Hello, and welcome to Coffee on Korriban. Welcome back to the show. I'm Timothy Allen Alenko, and this is my wife, Jordan. She joins me again today for this episode. I just wanted to give a shout out to you, because you got me not only that amazing canvas Darth Revan watercolor print thing, which is really cool. She also got me this Malgus temperature sensitive color changing mug, and this thing is amazing. So, sweetie, thank you.
You're welcome.
Today we are going to be watching episode 15 of The Bad Batch. This should be part 1 of the finale, basically. So this is like a 2-part finale. I am expecting big things in this episode. I'm really hoping that it builds off of last episode. Obviously, Hunter is not with the group anymore, and Crosshair.
That last scene with Crosshair.
Last he said was, "I was hoping for the whole squad, but you'll do." Now, I've heard a bunch of theories on, is he even acting under the chip, or is he just going crazy, trying to hunt them down because he's just upset with them for abandoning him or not following the Empire?
Like he came out of it, or?
Right, or maybe when he got that blast to the head, that he's not even being affected anymore,
I didn't
remember?
Think about that.
Because we've seen little subtle hints, little things that you can see in his eye that make it seem like that.
I don't know. From what I've heard from reactions, I haven't heard any spoilers or anything, but everybody says this is a really good episode.
Anyway, we're going to get into watching the episode. We're going to make a fresh batch of coffee, and then we are going to be right back with our discussion. Holy cow, what an episode.
I'm about to walk off.
Oh my gosh. That was before they were born or grown, or were they modified somewhere along the line and they don't remember? Because it almost seemed like they didn't remember.
Yeah.
Because Omega did say, "I was there when you guys were created." That's a very strange line.
Yeah. I was kind of questioning the same thing because it didn't make sense to me.
She either means that she was there when they were mutated and they don't remember being mutated because they were already like on their way growing up and she was there, or she was created in the same room at the same time as them, meaning I was there. I was with you guys when we were all mutated from birth or tube growth. Does that sound right?
What are your thoughts? Comment down below and let us know.
Or shall shoot you.
Or I'll shoot you.
How do you shoot it? Do your shoot sound effect.
Is that what you wanted?
No.
Is that what you wanted?
Do that sound again, real close into the mic.
Pew pew.
I really like the fact that Omega was so quick to draw her bow. Like
Yes.
as soon as they heard the rustling of the robot in the back of the room, she just was like on the ready.
Definitely more seasoned, I would say, more comfortable with.
Than the beginning of the season, yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot more confident and brave and.
Yeah, and it turned out to be AZ, which is cool because we thought he was dead.
Yeah.
We thought maybe he got destroyed, but he's still alive. Yeah. It's so funny because the droids are like the characters that we really don't want to die. We care for the droids, like the Gonk droids and stuff. And
speaking of Gonk droid, I love how Gonky's always helping them out, like always being there, holding the toolbox.
Hold the toolbox on his head, yeah.
Yeah.
And I, again, love that his name is Gonky. Like Sophie, like, here's your pet Gonk droid. What do you want to call him?
Gonky. And you also thought that people were gonna die, and they didn't.
Yeah, well, we got one more episode, and supposedly it's a 70-minute episode.
No way.
It's gonna go down. Oh, when Crosshair said, "I'm giving you what you never gave me, a chance," I'm like, is he good?
Yeah, that's what
Because at that point,
so
I knew for sure he was not under the chip at that point. Because you would not say that if you were. It was so suspenseful when Hunter was talking with Crosshair and trying to convince him. Not because we knew something was about to go down, because that was that was a given.
Yeah.
It was suspenseful because we didn't know which side he was going to fall on. He was just teetering back and forth.
I was still confused.
It's like the way he was talking was like, well, I'm going to help bust you out of here, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm giving you a chance. Like we'll all work together and get out of this, right? But at the same time, like he just
pulling in the
my
Empire.
gosh.
Join the Empire with me, and I'm like, are you?
And then he pulls off the miracle shot.
Did you notice how Wrecker and Echo looked at that little
mirror shiny thing, whatever
they
it was?
They looked at that before he even shot that.
I'm about goop baba. Baslinga, ajuda. Huga nami kake bobo. Kashi kumuntama nandi biski. I can speak Twilight. Ajuda.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
And then he pulls off the miracle shot, and then it's like, okay, no chip. Like, he's good. He's gonna leave the Empire. And then he's like, join the Empire. He wasn't loyal to the Empire to spite them for leaving him, because he was gonna give them a second chance.
That's true.
So he was just, logically in his head, it made sense to align with the Empire.
Yeah, little did he know that they just up and left him.
I love the fact that we got a classic. You may fire when ready.
Oh.
That's from the original
I know.
Star Wars. That's so cool that they added that. And also, as soon as the ship started firing, it was so reminiscent of resume the bombardment from Knights of the Old Republic. Destroy the entire planet.
At that point, when you see all of the ships like hovering,
yeah, they're just coming through the fog.
At that point is when I started holding my breath, because I'm like, I know it's gonna go down.
It was like, we know it's gonna get destroyed, but they're not even close to their ship. It's happening now.
They're going slow.
And the shots of the inside of Camino, completely empty.
Oh, that made me sick.
All the fertilization tubes and the
sick.
cafeteria and the hallways there's no one and nothing, and everything's been cleared out.
That made me sick.
It gave me the same feeling of when you move away from a house and then years later you come back and it's like totally changed and there's different people living in there. It's just like home is just not home.
It's not home anymore.
It just, oh my gosh. I started feeling sick.
I did too.
It made me feel sick.
But I like that they added that in to give you that feeling.
It's such a good story plot device that this is their home. This is where they were all created and grown up, and it's just empty. And not only that, that was the Kaminoans' home.
How sad. That's sad.
And I think if this was a planet that we only saw in the Clone Wars or only saw in the Bad Batch, that's one thing. But the fact that we saw this in episode 2, the clone facility on Camino, and it was exactly like we saw in episode 2. It's like the sacking of the Jedi Temple in the Old Republic or the destruction of Dantooine. It's like those places are just, when they get destroyed, it's sad because those places have a history in the Star Wars universe, and then it's just done. At that point, it's another thing I love. I can say that a lot. I love the fact that, but I really do appreciate that when Hunter said, "Thank you for coming back for me," Omega said, "You did the same for me," which is a play on Rescue on Ryloth. She said, "I do the same for you."
That's true.
And so now she said, "You did the same for me."
That's true.
It's just, that's gonna do it. This one has me in the feels, and I don't know what feels they are, but it's got me. And the fact that, according to rumor, it's gonna be a 70-minute finale episode.
I can't believe that. I'm excited.
What is gonna happen? The Camino's already been blown up.
That's a whole week away.
First off, they gotta escape, and then they gotta what's their enemy?
So did the chip, I'm still going back to this. So did the chip get ruined when his face got exploded?
Maybe. I was really hoping that they would explain it to us. And Dave Filoni knows that we were hoping they would explain it to us.
Yeah.
Because when Hunter says, like, When did you remove it?
We're all leaning in.
Yeah,
like,
we're all like,
tell
yeah,
us,
when? And he's
tell
like,
us. It
does
doesn't
it
matter.
matter? And he's like, yes. And we're like, yes. And then like they don't tell us when it was removed. It could have been when he got his head blasted because his burn
that's
marks
what I was
from the
thinking.
radiation is right there.
Because you saw in that scene when Crosshair was already knocked out.
I'm so glad they stunned him instead of shot him
I am too.
at the end with that face off.
I am too.
I'm gonna say probably this is tied with the first episode with me for my favorite episode. The fact that they are actually showing the destruction of Camino. My favorite shot of the episode, I gotta point out a favorite shot every episode.
Okay.
Favorite shot of this episode is the bombardment from the Star Destroyers, which they're basically Star Destroyers at this point. The lasers coming underneath the water and taking out the supports for the platforms. That shot was so cool from under the water and all the legs break for all the platforms and then the whole thing comes down. Just that underwater shot was just so cool. And again, watching in 4K is just mind-blowing how amazing the quality is of the animation. Finale is going to be well worth staying up till 3 a.m.
Are we going to video? Are we going to video?
A reaction? Oh, film a video? We have to film a video right after. We have to. Anyway, I think that's going to do it. If you guys really enjoyed this, then let me know. Let us know anything we missed, anything we got incorrect in this video. And if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate your time.
Thank you for watching Coffee on Korriban.
And we will see you wherever we happen to see you in the galaxy.
Sicko freak.